Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss some disadvantages of computer network that are to be acknowledged so that we can take precautionary measures or so that they stay in our mind while we're using different computer networks. So the first one that comes to mind is the lack of data security and privacy, because there would be a huge number of people who would be using a computer network to get and share some of their files and resources. A certain user security risks would always be there. There might even be illegal activities such as cybercrime that would occur, which you need to be careful about and aware of so that you can, protect your data or your personal information. And then there's presence of computer viruses and malwares. If one computer on a network gets affected by a virus, there is a possible threat for other systems getting affected too. So the viruses can spread on a network easily because the interconnectivity of the workstations is there, and the virus can spread through that interconnectivity. Moreover, the multiple systems with common resources are the perfect breeding ground for viruses that multiply. So whenever you're connecting to internet to some place where you have never connected before, the device usually asks you that is it safe, or will you be comfortable with sharing your data over this network. So it's very important that you make sure that the computer is safe from viruses, or that you are connecting to a safe computer network. Then there is a lack of independence, because since most networks have a centralized server and dependent clients, so the client user lack any freedom whatsoever. So the centralized decisions making can sometimes hinder how a client user wants to use his own computer. For example, if internet is of a certain company is not working, so it actually hinders my experience and my work life, and I will not be able to do my work just because that internet is not working. So which happens in Pakistan a lot, when it rains or something, if there's a wire damage, so the internet is not working most of the time. So it does disrupt a person's work life. Then there's a lack of robustness, as it is previously stated, that if a computer's network's main server breaks down, the entire system would become useless. So one server being breakdown is actually affecting a lot of people. And also, if it has a bridging device or a central linking server that fails, the entire network would also come to a standstill, and it might take a while for the people, for the ICT people or the network people to actually pinpoint where the problem lies. So the people who are actually using the computer network and are unable to get their internet or to get their modems working might have to, stay intact over there while the problem is solved. Then and for that problem to be solved efficiently, we need an efficient handler. For a computer network to work efficiently and optimally, it requires a high technical skills and know-how of its operations and administration. So a person or organizations just having basic skills cannot do this job. Even a person is coming to check on your modem which is not working properly. A person who just has basic skills cannot do this job. So the responsibility to handle such a system is high, as allotting permissions and passwords can be daunting. Similarly, network configuration and connection is very tedious and cannot be done by an average technician who doesn't have any advanced knowledge. So there are proper companies that are actually running these internet companies, and they have a proper set of hands they have hired to help them in situations like that, if they do run in a network problem or in that. And because of that employment cost and because of that high maintenance, the cost of actually executing the network as a whole along with the cable is pretty expensive. Although it's not costing a family to actually get the modem inside the house and get the internet set up, but the executing the whole network along with the cables is a pretty expensive, and then the equipment used in computer network are also very expensive, and the maintenance is expensive, and then you need to hire a certain set of people, certain set of technicians who are able to operate these computer networking devices and these equipments, and who are able to solve the problems that arise because of different viruses and because of different breakdowns. So another disadvantage of computer network is that because everything is so readily available on internet, so it does causes distractions. If self-discipline is not present with personal interactions with the technology, obviously in any technology, if it's a social media platform, it's just YouTube, so switching between tasks can lose up to 40% productivity. So it does cause a lot of distractions. And even if we're sitting on my laptop and I'm working on some project and then I just go to YouTube and start scrolling through different videos, I'm wasting a lot of time without even realizing it. So it does cause a lot of distraction. And then we do have too much dependence on it, because if a digital platform, if internet is not working, I think most of our work lives will be affected by it, because we are actually too much depending on the internet, and all these computer networking platforms actually continue with our work life. So according to studies, 6,000 adults in Europe explored that they depend on computers over 1/3 of their time. Even when you go through your screens, not just computer, even when you go to your screen, there is this application in your in your phones that actually tell you the screen time, the time of amount of time you are actually spending on your screens. And when you see that, that's actually a lot. You don't even realize it, but you are spending 3 to 4 hours a day on your screen, just going through the social media platforms and going through YouTube videos and going through even searching through for information and going through news. But still you are spending a lot of time on screen, and it does cause a lot of distraction. And then we have viruses. A virus in one device, we have discussed it, that can actually disturb the whole network. So we have to be aware of the viruses even when we are connecting our phones, even when we are connecting a laptop. We have to be aware that we are connecting to a safe computer network. So this is the end of this lesson, and at the end of this class I would like you to go with a home activity that you can think of the ways the computer networking has helped the society during pandemic. We did discuss a little bit about it, how it helped, and you can make points and think about it, that how has it helped you and our society in overcoming the major setbacks